Welcome to my channel, Casual Gardening and Cooking. I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm guessing you want to learn some basics when it comes to sowing your first seeds. So if you're starting your first vegetable garden, you may be a little bit confused with all the markings and all the text on the back of the packages that come with your seeds for your vegetables. Most of the cases, the information on them is more or less the same, but it does touches on some very important things that you should be aware of. So without further ado, let's check out at some great details at these packages and let me explain to you what everything means on them. Well, the first thing you're gonna see in store is the front face, and this is the seller. It will show you the end product, in this case sweet peppers. Okay, so this page, this front side, is meant to convince you that this is a good product, and that's how the end product will look like. Usually you will have the name of what it is. So in this case you've got a couple of languages at the front, and it does say sweet pepper. On top of it, usually you will have a variety specific name as well. In this case is Corno di Toro Rosso. Sometimes you also gonna have on this page the number of seeds in the package itself, or the price, or a really short description. But in this case, all the information is on the other side. So let's start from the top. As you can see, you've got few different languages, so the description is there for you to read in your dedicated language. So let's read the description. Early variety for field and greenhouse growing. So that information there is quite important to us, as not all varieties of peppers or vegetables will be fine to be outside or in the greenhouse. So it's really important to seek any advice on the packaging itself where this vegetable should be growing. And then it does have a few more specific information about the fruits themselves. And as we scroll a little bit further, we can see some additional information. Usually it is in a way of some pictures or diagrams like these, okay? So what do they all mean? Well, in the first picture, we can see a house and some seeds. That means these seeds are for indoor planting, okay? On some occasions, I'm going to show you a few other examples, you will be able to plant them indoors or straight to the soil outside. But in this case, as you can see, they are definitely directed for indoor sowing, okay? Furthermore, just down below here, not sure if you can see it, it does says 0.5 centimeters. That's how deep the seeds need to be planted. Next, you do have a date or a range of dates between when the sowing should happen. So it's between March and April. It doesn't mean that, these are the only dates you can sow them. However, if you do it a bit later or a bit earlier, that may affect the quality of the plant and then the harvest in the end. The next photo, as you can see, it's a small shovel and a plant and a date underneath, which is the 15th of the 5th, which is 15th of May. That means the seedlings are now finished. So if you sow them more or less in March, the plant is now ready to be placed outside or to the greenhouse itself. Next to that, you've got the spacing. So the space between plants should be 40 by 40 centimeters. Obviously, it doesn't have to be ultra specific, but it gives you an idea how much space this plant really needs. And the last one is harvest. So from the 8th to the 9th, which is the August to September, the fruits of this plant should be ready by then. So that's all of them explained. As I say, from different types of seeds, different types of vegetables, they may look a little bit different, and I'm going to show you some other examples in just a second. There's one more important information on these as well. At the bottom, you're usually gonna see a use by date, and I do recommend you stick to that, as if you use seeds that are past the usage date, well, they may not come to fruition and you may have really bad results with them. So usually try to use the seeds before the end date. So next is the cabbage. Okay, again, you will have a specific name of the cabbage itself and what it is. Obviously, this one is in Polish, as well, I am based in Poland, so some of my seeds will be specific to my region. But at the back, this is what I wanted to show you. It does have few more pictures with a little bit more information here. So the first one, it does indicate when's the earliest time where you can start sowing your seeds. And as you can see, it's a small house with an indication that on the 4th, which is April, you can start sowing the seeds indoors. And again, you do have 0.5 centimeters depth. However, the second picture indicates when you can actually start sowing straight away outside. And as you can see, it does have the range of how deep the seeds should go, from 0.5 to 1 centimeter deep. The next photo actually shows a seedling. Okay, so if we started early doors in April, now the plant is ready to be taken out outside. And it says from the 15th of May to 15th of June. So that's the time you should be taking them outside. Again, you've got the spacing, 50 to 60 centimeters by 60 to 70 centimeters. And the next photo indicates when it's going to be ready for harvest. And the last one, sunshine. So it actually does tell you a little bit about requirements. So this particular vegetable does require a bit of sunshine. And in contrast to that, I've got another one just over here. As you can see, this plant tolerates full sun, but also a bit of shadow. Plus, it will require some growing support, as it can grow up to 2 meters tall. So you do get some really important information on the back of the packages. Now that's all the basic information where it comes to the packages in themselves and the information that you will require to have a successful vegetable garden and in the end a nice harvest. On my channel I will take you through the whole journey, through the whole process, from, as today's video indicates, reading the information on the packaging for your vegetables, to actually sowing them, looking after them, watering your plants, and to eventually having a fantastic harvest right in the end of the whole process. So definitely subscribe to my channel. That's it for today. I don't want to keep you any longer. I hope you're going to have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you on my next video. Take care.